Hello, Wanda. This is Robert here. I want to thank you for the Uber ride home. I told you I was going to cut a quick, short video here for you regarding information to try and help you out with your website. I know you're new into the massage therapy world, and I will applaud you for that. I love folks who are entrepreneurial like myself and want to try and make it their own way. So I want to try and give you a couple tips that'll help you here. I know actually these could help you. These are what I give a lot of my paying clients, all right? But I want to give you a few free tips here. And first of all, what I want to do with this, obviously we're on your site. Before I get onto your site and talk about it, I've been looking at the Midland area for massage therapy. Now, when I look at this right here, remember the area and the information we're looking at, really the most ideal is going to be either a paid ad. Normally that would be up at the top. Pardon me, or you want to be somewhere in these top three. This is called a Google My Business. It's a map pack, actually. And this map pack is really what most people go to. And then below that, this is all organic traffic down below here, right? You can see everything is down here organic. Now, here's the deal. As you know, if you're not on page one, if you're not in here, if you don't have some type of ad up here, or if you're not down here in the organic searches, you really don't have much as far as business. People aren't going to go to page 2 and page 3 be able to see your business. So let's see who is up here, right? I'm not going to go through all three of these. I'm just going to go to your very top competitor right here. Let's take this Lakeside Massage Therapy and Health. When I click on these guys here, first of all, there's a few things you notice right off the bat. Pardon me, a little bit of a cold here. Is that they have 29 Google reviews, and those are 5-star reviews. I think you have about 5 of them. So the very first thing really want to help you do is to bump up your reviews. Okay, that's really, really critical to get those up. Every time you get a review, that is a high five for you. Someone's saying we like it, and Google loves that. Okay. I actually have a free present for you in this that I'm going to give you. It's actually a link you're going to send to your customers to get more reviews. We'll talk about that a little bit more at the very end here. But if I look at their actual information, first of all, and these, I know you're new. You said you've been in this about 6 months or so. If you look at the information that they have, you'll actually have to, sorry about that, you'll have to forgive me. I've got my phone ringing. I can't grab it, so I'm going to let it go. It should stop in just a moment here. Very first thing is the amount of pictures that they have. Not only do they have 29 reviews, but they actually have a total of 29 pictures. Now, when I look at their pictures inside of here, right, you could see the inside looks warm, inviting. It shows their business here. There's a lot of stuff to be able to take a look at, right? Looks very legitimate here. If I was somebody looking for a massage, I would feel very comfortable walking into this place here. Now, I know you're working out of your home. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But again, it's the appearance. You need to make this look a little bit better. So if I look, these guys are number 1. Okay, you're nowhere near to be found on this first page here. Again, that's crushing you. But if I go to page 2, you are here, right? So you're the second one down on page 2. So let's take a look at your information that's on Google at this time. So if you take a look at this, you have 6 pictures, right? And again, you've got a nice, inviting, warm room here. This is very nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. But these pictures don't really do anything for you here. This does. That's great. That's a nice one. A selfie, okay, that's no big deal there. Your business name, that's not a problem either. But really taking a look, 6 pictures isn't going to do it. When your competitor has 29 reviews and 29 pictures, that's why they're crushing you, okay? And again, please don't take it the wrong way. I'm just trying to tell you ways to be able to help you grow, because if you don't know these things, you don't know how to get further up to the top of that map pack, okay? You need a lot more pictures. If your competitor's got 29, you need 35 to 40 or 50 pictures in there. It's one of the things I have. I've got tons of pictures of massage therapy. And these also need to be what's called geotagged, meaning they need to be tagged with the location of your address or midline too. You don't want them tagged from something else. I don't know where these are tagged from. Like, I don't know if that's tagged from, that's just a stock photo you got off the internet. That could be tagged anywhere, okay? And that's one thing to also be careful about. Always make sure you're careful. You don't have anything wrong here. Don't get me wrong. But it's always you need to be careful where you get your pictures. There are copyrights to pictures too, so it's very, very critical to know that. So again, point number 2, you need to make sure that you have a lot more pictures inside of here. They've got to be geotagged, right? That tells Google, here you are. Number 3, let's get to your website. Again, you got a beautiful website. That's not a problem whatsoever. But what I notice is there is a big lack of content here. No one, when Google reads this here, when I look at the very first page, yes, this looks warm and inviting, but there's nothing here that tells me about your business other than the benefits you receive with massage. Remember how I told you on one of my sites? Let's go back to it right here. I know this is a totally different industry, but we're going to go to the water damage site that I did for another one of my customers in California. Okay. If we take a look at this, this is the one I showed you before, right? Why choose us? Here are the reasons, right? We need to think about these. Here are the reasons. Bang, 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 right? Right up the top here. Google loves to see this information. Also, look at all the content I have on here. This thing it's not overloaded, but I've got lots of pictures in here. I've got it loaded with keywords, okay, keyword rich, things that people are searching for also too. You really don't have a lot of that on your site at this point in time. And then I've got multiple pages in here too, right? Services we provide. These are all pages down here about the specific ones. I know you provide one service, but we need to go really into much bigger detail when we're looking at your site, right? About Me's fine. That's not a problem. Everybody's got an About Me page here. But I would recommend a lot more content. This is just not enough for Google to say, let's take her to the next level, okay? So that's another thing to keep on. One other thing I was thinking about, step number 4, I was thinking about is your name, Wonders of Massage. I like where you're going with that, but it's not something people are going to be searching for on the internet, okay? I would never type in Wonders of Massage at all. Like, unless you became a big name in the area and people go, where do I head for a massage? Oh, Wonders of Massage. You're not there yet, okay? So you need to think outside of the box. What I would personally do is I would either take your existing site and create a bunch more content into it. But what I would do for sure is I would change your name here. This is just not going to work out. So I did find another surprise for you, which if you grab it quick enough, you can actually do. People will type in something called a long tail keyword. If you look at this here, it says midlandmassagetherapy.ca. Guess what? This name's available. You can go grab this right now for $5, right? With a 2-year registration on it. So it'll cost you a little bit more than $5 with some other stuff. But still, this is what people will type in, Midland Massage Therapy. Have that be your name right there. And then you can go back and have something about Wonders of Massage lower inside of it, right? Meaning that it would be up here. It would say you would have more about that. The Midland Massage Therapy at least be the name, right? And then in here, you would have something down here for, we are Wonders of Massage Therapy. There's all kinds of ways to get creative about that. So keep that in mind. This is available right now for you. Also, midlandmassagetherapy.com is also available for you too. So again, that's the second gift that I went out to go see. Another thing I did, is I went to, like I told you, I went to go get some reviews for you. This is one thing I really want you to start sending out to your customers every time. Here's my recommendation. I'm going to send this. Don't worry about this link here. I'm going to send it to you in the email. What I would recommend you do is send this out to your existing customers besides the 5 or 6 that already gave you the review. And the ones who you know that are satisfied with the massage, and say, listen, if you fill out a review for us on Google, I will give you, for a one-time deal, I'll give you $10 off your next massage, right? Or I'll give you an extra 10-minute massage, something like that, to really crank it up a notch. You got to get those people incentivized to be able to do it. So if you do that, again, I'll give you this link. I've already keeping it here for you, all right? This is something that's really going to help you. Again, every single review you get, it's a vote for you. It's a vote up or it's a vote down. So as many votes up as you get, There you go, right up the ladder, okay? So these are a couple things to keep in mind. Now, as I was saying, I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible here. There's a few other things I would personally do with this. Again, I would, if it was me and it was my website, if I was doing this knowing what I know now, I would either, again, take this website and I would just not scratch the whole thing, but I would just totally revamp it, remodel the entire thing, and not make it look like this per se, but I would have the content. The content is absolutely key. And one of the things I work with are, my team is actually experts on writing creative content for websites. Again, it has to look natural. You can't slam it or spam it with a bunch of stuff. It has to look very natural when you're doing these sites here, okay? So that's what I would do personally with it. And again, you can work with this here, but I would definitely get rid of that Wonders and Massage. So that's one thing. Also, there is a couple other things in here that I haven't spoke about today. It's called citations. Citations are, and I didn't find any on there, so maybe they're not just linking yet, but citations are this is where the real juice comes in here. This is what really takes to get you flowing up to the top and get you on the first page of Google. So citations, which are a directory. Basically, your name information is placed in a directory. You want somewhere around 80 to 100 of them in Canada. Because my citation tool is down right now, or else I would show you all these. So I apologize for this. This is just something you're going to have to take my word on. But your competitors also have citations. Okay, very important to get those done. And same places your competitors are getting them done. And also something called a backlink. A backlink is like where you put, if you remember, if you ever click on another website and there's a little link in there that says, we went to Bob's Burgers, right? And that Bob's Burgers was highlighted. And when you clicked on it, it sent you to another page, right? That's called a backlink. Backlinks from credible, reputable sites are like worth their weight in gold. And those are the two things that take time. Citations can actually be done pretty quick, but it's the backlinks that take time, the managing, right? It's where the rubber meets the road. Once those two things are done, and you have your maps listing set up right, there's nothing that could stop you. All these people can come and go all the time, but there is absolutely nothing that can stop you. Oh, another thing I wanted to give you too, going back to your site, and I'm going to end with this, okay, is I find very important to do, I will show you on my sites, is I write articles. I don't get one out every day, but I have a little section here called Important Tips. Really what it's not a blog. Blogs are dated. I write an article, right? So it's really important to write one of these at least once or twice a week into your site. And Google loves new content. If you leave the website you have now static with no new content, they just rank you down, continue down at the bottom. But I'm always trying to write something newer, right, for my site here. There's always something that's going up on them. Again, I've only got a couple on this. This one site's relatively new also. I have a lot more to do with this, but it's headed in the right direction, meaning north. And so this is just a couple of the things that I wanted to share with you, help you with. I'm going to send these couple things, again, that I talked about here in my email, again, along with that link that you should be sending your customers, along with some little offer and incentive to get them to give you a review. And how do you know? When they come and they book and they say, well, I did a review for you, I'd like to take advantage of that $10 off or that extra 10-minute massage, you can just go look right up there and see if they actually did on your site do a review, and you know that they're telling the truth, right? It's there or it's not. So, but these are some free things I wanted to give you, help you out. Again, I love helping people out in this arena here. As I told you, I run, this is my separate business I do out of my home. If there's anything else that I can help you out with, if you're looking to really dive in this. Oh, I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I know I said one last thing a second ago, but one thing that's really important. I was thinking about this, and it's your business. Do whatever you feel is appropriate. Personally, I would not partner up with that person that you were telling me about today. Putting 20 grand into a business where you really have no say over it. You're just kind of taking over the customers. You do take over the phone number, and she works 3 days a week. I don't know. It's just, you really don't know what you're going to get into. You have no guarantee at the end of the day. And honestly, wouldn't you rather be building your own brand, right? Be building you at the end of the day. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer, but if you can keep Ubering it and if you can keep getting by with your family or whatever, I personally, that's what I did with my brand and my business. I kept down that road, and it's helped me out a lot. So I don't regret it one minute. But anyway, if there's anything I can help you with, if you're looking to dive more into this at some point in time and really need some help further, and you want to kind of hands-free this whole thing, then hey, let me know. I can definitely put something together and we could talk. But my information will be in the email, and have a great evening, okay? Bye for now.